There we go. Next game is starting.
I can do that.
Orc versus human.
Work.
I like it. KiwiKaki, a player that is not really standard in the first place. So wonder if he's gonna distinguish himself or set himself apart from the other players in some way, shape, or form here. So the first Orc we get to see, boys.
Yeah.
How does Orc usually do with neutral heroes?
Not that great, to be honest. I'm really excited about this game now, especially with KiwiKaki. We know how good he is with really special strats. He's going for Warmelt straight, so that basically tells me he's going for his favorite build, the Headhunters. Also my favorite build in the Orc Mirror, at least. I build like I always go fast Bloodlust Headhunters in Orc Mirror nowadays. It's just so much more fun than the old Grand Raider and Spirit Walker meta that I hated that.
Yeah, and these Headhunters first, they're obviously hard countered by defended footmen. So usually what you do is you try and get AoE heroes to help against those defended footmen. Now, KiwiKaki's KiwiKaki, and he'll end up doing whatever the hell he wants. But there's a good chance we're going to see an Alchemist or a Panda, or maybe even a Pit Lord. Those are kind of the three go-to AoE heroes at the Tavern. So there's a good chance Kiwi will pick one of those three. My vote would be Alchemist, just because I've seen Kiwi play it before.
Yeah. Reducing the armor, like you said, Laudo, from the defend footmen makes it so much easier to actually fight them and force the human back a little bit.
Lado, can I have your opinion on something? So, you know, especially in Orc Mirror, we see a lot of Shadowhunter Pitlord, right? I play it all the time against every race on the Pitlord maps. But instead of the Shadowhunter first, do you think it would work with the Alchemist? Because you need some kind of heal.
The heal wave is definitely stronger than heal spray.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I actually think is stronger than people, I think it's an undiscovered meta, and I would like to see it, is mass healing with Spirit Link. So, and then whatever other units. So you go either basically Shadowhunter Alchemist or Alchemist Shadowhunter with Spirit Link, and then whatever other units you want. Like have all the units linked together with a mass AoE healing. I think it's really strong, and I think people should do it. And usually you'll couple that with either grunts or headhunters. Oh, double Beastmaster! Okay.
Just like in our first game with Jake.
Yeah.
This time they're not running into their own base immediately. They want to fight. At least Kiwi wants to fight.
Oh, you went bear first, TGW.
Nice.
Against the headhunters.
Yeah, bears are really good against headhunters.
Militia coming now. So is he just sacrificing the first bear to... No, he's pulling him back now.
Are under attack.
To get rid of that headhunter. No, he's probably going to the merc camp here. It's
Yeah,
so important
pulling
to
out
get
the
with healing
golem.
at the priest. But this
It's all about getting that priest.
You got it. He's getting damage from the priest a little bit. Not too bad.
Once again, we see the non-human player try to mess up the early creeping plans. Doesn't chase the low footy at all. Tries to maybe go for that lucky pick shot.
Oh, Kiwi,
He gets
Kiwi
it!
He got it.
That's so huge.
Nice
That was
snipe.
more XP than the other combined.
Oh my god, Kendrick, can you do your pick sound again?
No, we're saving it for it has to come natural.
And this is a disaster for Death Note. Not only was the golem taken, but he got Rune Bracer. There's a ton of really good items that you can get there. You can get like the Devotion Aura, +6 Intel. Like any of those would be, like both of those would probably be the top 2 items. This Rune Bracer is going to be an instant sell, and that kind of feels bad if you're Death Note.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Loses a footman too, and now the opposing Beastmaster got level 2 faster than your own.
Or Great Wall. I said Death Note. I apologize.
It's pretty disastrous, like you said. So, I mean, he's building the shop here relatively closely, but I think Kiwi, if he knows about it, he's just gonna cancel it. Like, look at the headhunter numbers; they're rising. Still has the Quill Beast. Didn't actually pick his level 2, by the way. He's probably waiting for this. Now gets a mercenary as well, the Berserker.
Yeah.
So strong.
And Great Wall wants to expo behind this, so there's no way we're going to see defend anytime soon. These headhunters are going to be really strong until we see that defend. And if he's going for a fast expand, we are still 3 to 4 minutes away from seeing defend. So
Sniping out these peasants so nicely.
Was he trying to use the militia as fighting units there?
I think his idea was to expo, but since Kiwi was there, he's just using them to push him back. But he's basically just taking some super heavy losses, and this is just tilting very much so in the favor of Kiwi.
Yeah, absolutely. He lost 3 peasants there for pretty much no gain whatsoever. Kiwi's now going to finish this creep camp as well. Gets the tomb.
TGW just started his tech like 2 seconds ago, and Kiwi's almost done with his tech. This is going to be... Kiwi could just continue pushing this. He could creep level... He could grab second hero, creep the shop, get level 3 and 1.5 on his second hero, and just push and possibly end the game right there.
Yeah. Just pick a Naga maybe, you know, slow the units down, makes it easier for the Headhunters to focus fire, and then just pressure into the base, kill more workers.
Alchemist
Goes for the Alchemist.
I was actually going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Alchemist here.
He plays that a lot as well in Orc Mirror as well, and against humans sometimes, right? He has his mass range army with Alchemist for healing and Acid Bomb primarily. So he's really well versed with that kind of strat. It feels like a normal game for him, I think, right now. Just the Beastmaster is the difference.
Yeah, it's true. And we do see, so instead of investing that wood into an expo, we see TGW did invest it in defend. So these footmen do have defend. It's going to cause a little bit of an issue, but I feel like these heroes alone will be enough to take out the footmen, and headhunters will just do their thing.
I love the base layout here from KiwiKaki. 2 very well-positioned burrows here. There's no chance TGW can do any damage there for now. But yeah, it's the micro is really on top from KiwiKaki, especially in the early game when he killed the militia. Also, it's a really good micro. And now we see defend. Let's see how it works out now here.
Yeah, defend of course makes the footies a little bit slower, so that makes it also easier for the headhunters to be microed. Speed scroll is active, and he chases down the Shadow Priest, gets him like a piece of cake, easy peasy. And now, really good position here for Kiwi, while the mercenaries are going to town here. The creeps are going to town against the footies. He pretty much has free reign and can micro his ranged units to his heart's content.
The creeps are putting a lot of damage with Bloodlust. They actually kill the headhunter right now. And they want more, they want the footies.
Oh!
Ooh.
Got the block, got the surround there with 2 units. Fantastic.
Nicely played, and Kiwi's going tier 3 behind that. He's saying, okay, I have an advantage. I'm going to go tier 3. Kiwi doesn't... I've noticed, like, I actually felt like he kind of could have just pushed and won the game right there. He was really far ahead. But Kiwi's the kind of player, he's like, I want to go tier 3 and get this unstoppable ball of death army. And until I get that unstoppable ball of death, I'm not going to end the game. So there's a good chance we're going to see, like, Master Walkers and Torin and level 5/5 heroes before he even goes to end the game. But don't be confused that he's not trying to end the game. This is very, very heavily in Kiwi's favor right now.
TGW finally getting his level 2 and very close to level 3 after this Ogre Magi here as well. Because he was still level 1 before he grabbed this spot.
We got Bash Bear in the house, boys.
Yeah. Oh, Healing Wars. That's going to be nice for the next creep spot. But Kiwi's stealing that one, actually.
There's a lot of love for the Bears today, isn't there? In the first game that you missed, sadly, Lotto, we had a level 5 Beastmaster, and we were a little bit sad that we didn't see the level 3 Bear, but...
What? He didn't go level 2 Bear?
Exactly, that was my initial reaction, too.
The Blink Bear, are you serious? You blink and bash. It's unstoppable. It's like a blinking Mountain King.
Yeah.
Cosmodan, blinking, man. Imagine that with Fame of Pen of Knives or something.
Yeah, human players would probably be very happy if Mountain King could blink. Just gave him the ability there.
TGW,
maybe put the... What would you put out there instead of blink then? I would remove Bash probably.
He's got all the creeps, I think. More than even steal any of them.
Oh, the Bears in the back line was not controlled very well by TGW. Now using it a little bit more, but look at that concave line, man. So good. KiwiKaki, level 3 Alchemist with 2 Invul Potions. He's not going to die anytime soon. And he just keeps up the healing, keeps up the pressure. The human units are so low. By the way, that healing ward did a lot of value, but finally was sniped down here. And look at all those red footies in the back. It's just a matter of right clicks here for Kiwi to take him out.
The Mud Golem was slowing 3 headers already. It's quite a close fight, actually, I have to say.
Yeah, this is much closer than I expected. This was a little bit of miss micro on Kiwi's side. His headhunters were attacking the footmen a lot, which you really don't want. He had a couple. Look, his priest is still at full mana. He didn't use the dispel on the summons. And those summons were just doing tons of damage to his headhunters. Yeah, that actually, I think that fight should have gone a lot more in favor of Kiwi. There was definitely some miss micro there.
The bear nearly killed the forest troll berserker there. He lifted his arm already, and then he disappeared. That was really close.
Oh.
The expansion is coming up now with 2 towers. I don't think Kiwi can prevent that anymore now. He's too high.
He needs more time to heal up and then go in there. Finds 2 hurt footies on his way. But man, the healing wards were such a good item there. Can you believe it? If he didn't have those,
By the way,
the army would be in such a rough shape.
he built 2 torrent totems. He will pump these torrents. He got the pulverize upgrade in
Oh, boy.
production and the master upgrade for the skill walkers. And they will have a lot of mana when that's finished. Those towns will never die. Well, they will die, but they will always come back again.
And yeah, and these Spirit Walkers are going to put out that magic damage, which is what Kaki's army was missing to kill these footmen. These footmen are not going to be happy fighting against Spirit Walkers.
Oh yeah, can you imagine what Torrents with Pulverize do against shield footies that clump to one another?
Oh my god. If you compare the armies, it's just footmen against torrents and then oh my god.
And Pulverize and Master Upgrade is about to finish in 1 second here. Yeah, this is going to be this is that ball of death I was talking about earlier.
It's not pretty. 2 towers though, they're helping, but they can just be focused down right now. No masonry upgrades to protect them even a little bit more. These footies, they're hugging each other. They're cowering in fear because they know they don't want to go back on the battlefield. They know bad things are going to happen when they face the bear. First attack bash, by the way, feels good.
Feels good, man. The torrent has GG. The torrent had the day of his life there with Pulverize. He's just smashing through while we end the game here. Well played, KiwiKaki.
I can do that.
I think Kaki was the favorite there. If we follow Kaki, Kaki is actually going to have... So he's going to play either Mr. Winner or Ashura Queen. So I think he's going to have a... I don't want to say an easy win, but I think he's going to be a hard favorite in the next round. And then the next round is going to be the good one, where it looks like Johnny Cage and Bazaar are going to play. Oh, Sheik is in there too.